Hello, my name is Michelle Schroeder, and I'm one of the owners of Ajna Yoga. And I'm going to offer to you today a Hatha Yoga class with a meditative focus. So today for the class, we'll need a few props. So if you have blocks, any type of block, you can use a thicker one, you can use a little chip foam block. If you have a book, a hardcover or a soft cover, you can also use that. You could use a folded blanket. Okay, if you have a pillow or a bolster, some kind of big pillow, it can be something, a throw pillow that you pull off the couch, that would do. And then some type of ball. So I have a pink squishy ball here, but you might have a tennis ball, you might have a spiky ball, so depending what you have. So this is what we're going to use for the practice. We are going to enjoy this practice outside and really take in the elements. And the focus of this class is really feeling our heart center and noticing this place of love and compassion, healing and connection that we all share. So as you take this moment just to pause, maybe even notice the sound of the bird, listening to the sound of their song, and asking yourself, how would I like to start my practice? So some of you might feel comfortable to want to sit, and you might find that you just support yourself by grabbing hold of the back of the thigh and just lifting up through the pelvis and aligning the pelvis so that you can feel your sit bones ground into the mat. You might have some support. Some of you might feel that you want to lie on your back. So if you do want to lie on your back, you can be flat on your back with a bolster underneath you, support under your head. You might also feel that you want to create a heart bed. Okay, so if you do, you can put one of your blocks on your mat. Take your bolster and place it so you have a slight angle. Okay, so it's a really beautiful opening for the chest. Some of you might find that you want to sit on a little bit of support just to ease off that curve in the lower back. Lying down, you might find the knees bent. Some of you might find that you want to go into a butterfly, which are the soles of the feet together and the legs open wide. So this would be heart bed. So asking yourself how you would like to start, and maybe you take one of the suggestions that I offer, or you support yourself in a different way. But I'd like you to find a place that really nourishes you. So I'm going to start seated, but feel free to go into a heart bed or lie down on the floor, maybe with a bolster underneath you and a blanket if you need to. As you start to settle in to your body, maybe there's a little bit of wiggling around, a little sway if you're seated, a movement of the head, a couple yawns or movement out the breath, maybe an exhale out the mouth and a sigh. Allowing yourself to become a little bit more present into this moment. Asking yourself, am I present in my body right now? Am I present in my body right now? Am I present in my body right now? With each exhale, inviting the body to become heavy. Maybe placing one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Letting your focus go a little bit deeper inside the body. and watching the flow of your own breath. You create this intention, this sankalpa of your practice to receive prana, to receive energy, to open your vessel of the body up to receive. So each time you inhale, can you allow yourself to be nourished by prana, by the energy that you sense around you and within you. Notice how the body responds to the inhale by expanding, widening, filling. And then each time the body releases on the exhale, there's a letting go, there's a softening. Noticing parts of the mind of the body release and become heavy. Just watching and being present with the rise and fall of your breath. Taking this time to go inward. Allowing the sounds of nature that you hear to softly filter through your body, mind, and spirit. Allowing a presence to rest in this moment, right here, right now. Noticing our connection to the breath, to the body, to the mind, to the animals, to all the people around the world. This connection that we feel through our heart. The center of our being, Anahata, our fourth energy center, chakra, in the body. A doorway to resting in our true essence of connection, of spirit, of divine consciousness. I'm going to share a piece of writing by Richard Wagamese on the breath. It is love itself that brings us all together. This human family we are a part of, this singular voice that is accumulation of all voices raised together in praise of creation. This one heartbeat, this one drum, this one immaculate love that puts us here together so that we could learn its primary teaching, that love is the energy of creation, that it takes love to create love. and take this time just to have this feeling of love emanating through our body, through our mind, through the essence of our spiritual nature. We'll start to awaken. So if you were on your back, then you can start to wiggle around a little bit, reaching up through the arms and the legs, taking a stretch or a yawn. Maybe if there's some props that you no longer need, you can release them. If you've been seated like me, you might release the legs, shake them out a little bit. So if you've been on your back, and you can roll over onto your side, and if you're on a bolster or a heart bed, just roll over onto your side on the bolster, and then softly, once you're seated up, you can remove the props. And we're just going to start to circle our ankles. Just going to shift back a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to circle our ankles in one direction and allow our wrists to come in. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then we're going to go the other way. Noticing this receiving of love. And then just let the arms and legs shake out. So we're going to swing the legs around and we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. So notice if you need a little bit extra padding under your knees. If you feel that this doesn't feel comfortable under your wrists, then you can come down onto your elbows. Okay, just place the elbows underneath your shoulders. Okay, knees are directly underneath the hips. You can have the top of the feet on the floor, or you can tuck the toes under. So we'll just exhale and we'll push the floor away, let the back round, the head lower down. And as we inhale, let the pelvis release forward, the belly expand, the heart opening and the head come up. Exhale, pushing the floor away. Letting the back round. And then inhale, feeling how the pelvis releases forward, the belly expands, the chest opens, the head gently looks up. As we exhale, the back rounds, the pelvis releases back, and the back rounds up. You can feel the back door of the heart opening on the exhale and the front door of the heart opening on the inhale. So really resting in your heart center, noticing this movement from the center of your being. Filling your body, mind, and spirit with love. We're just going to bring a little variation in just to release the pelvis. So we're going to inhale and center, and then exhale. We're going to bring our legs around just to release the hips. So you're going to bring your shins and your legs around. So I'm bringing them over to the right. And then you can look back to look at the feet and the ankles and just breathe here, just opening up the one side of the body. This is really great for opening up the rib cage, releasing the diaphragm. And then when you feel ready, head and legs come back into center. Inhale. And then exhale, bringing your legs and your head over to the left. And as we come back to center, just taking a moment, we're going to release some pressure off the wrists for a moment. So we're just going to widen our knees and let the arms and the legs come forward. And just sinking back into your version of child's pose. So whatever that looks like. You can support the head, you can come all the way down. Notice how the breath is expanding through the back of your ribs. So each time you inhale, can you feel the back of your ribs expand? As you exhale, can you settle into the earth? We're going to come back up on our next inhale. And we're just going to release the back of the legs. We're going to do a modified downward dog. So we're going to come down onto our forearms. You're going to create a triangle with your arms. So it looks something like that. Have the elbows underneath your shoulders, rooting down through that. Tuck the toes under, and then extend one leg. So I have my right leg that I'm extending back, pushing through the heel, reaching out through the crown of the head, looking down towards your mat. Breathing here, really rooting into the elbows. Feel the back of the shoulder blades widen, the back door of the heart. Feel it open. Breathe down through the back of that right leg. Reach the head towards the wall in front of you. And we're going to come back, just bringing the right leg back. Tuck the toes under, and then we're going to do the other side. So extending that left leg. Exhale, rooting down through the elbows, reaching out through the crown of the head. Breathing into the back door of the heart, expanding the shoulder blades. Sending energy out that left heel. 2 more breaths here. Good, coming back, pausing. So you can go back into that again, or for those of you that want to go up into a full downward dog, you can go up into that with me. So either repeating that variation, or bringing the hands about a foot to a foot and a half forward, spreading them wide, tucking the toes under, taking a moment to exhale here. Feel the earth. Inhale, feel a little bit of the shifting of the weight into the hands. Exhale into the heels, allowing the hips to rise up, keeping the knees bent. And you may even walk out the legs a little bit. When you feel ready, we're going to rise up to standing. So we're going to just softly walk our feet towards our hands. You can step if you want. Walk the hands back. You can come up part way. Just pause here. Rooting down through the feet to inhale and come up. Good, letting the arms relax. Shaking out. Okay, we're just going to do a few swinging twists just to release the spine. Okay, so feeling the feet hip width apart. We're just going to let the arms sway from side to side, exhaling, inhaling. Just flow at your rhythm of breath. Slowly slowing that down when you're ready. Just noticing how your feet touch your mat. Just taking a few breaths, let the knees bend. Shift a little bit to the left foot, to the right foot. Do that a couple times while noticing your breath. And then shift a little bit forward and a little bit back. And then see if you can find a place in center where you feel connected to all the toes and the whole rim of your heel. And then root the feet down, elongate up through the spine and out the crown of the head, and just feel your mountain pose. this foundation of all of our standing poses, this connection to earth through our feet, this connection to sky and spirit up through our crown of our head, asking your body which foot it would like to start its foot rolling on, and you're going to grab your ball. So my body said that it wanted me to start on my left foot, so I'm going to root my right foot. Okay, grab hold of my ball. With keeping my standing leg a little bit bent, we're just going to roll the ball through the entire sole of the foot. Just awakening the fascia on the sole of the foot, the plantar fascia. And then we're just going to take some time just to roll around in the heel. Notice how you feel here. You might even feel that you want to find the center point of the heel and even exhale and root some energy down into the ball as you release the breath. Inhale and ease off, let the breath float you up. And exhale, release down. You might feel that another 1 or 2 more times. And when you feel ready to move on, you can go into the inner arch. Noticing where you feel you want to linger. You might even find a spot that you just want to roll and lean into a little bit more with the breath. And then take some time to release the upper part of the foot. So coming up through underneath the knuckles. Maybe you even let the toes kind of wrap around the ball. You might even line the feet up a little bit more parallel and exhale from the pelvis, releasing forward, knees bending. You might even feel for some of you that you want to massage the feet in between the knuckles. Taking time to complete this side with the ball, just rolling to finish off. And when it's complete, just taking time to pause. Comparing the foot that you rolled to the foot that you haven't. Notice the difference. Maybe you feel a difference in the back of the calves or the thighs or up through the back. Might bring in a little lateral stretch to notice. The fascial system, because it holds our body like a net or a web of connection, when we roll out the feet and we hydrate the fascia on the sole of the foot, that helps to release and hydrate the fascia and create a shift through the whole web through our body. So it's quite fascinating. So we're going to take a moment just to exhale, ground into your standing foot, rooting through all the toes, little bend of the heel. When you feel stable, allow yourself to move through the other foot. First, starting with rolling through the entire sole. Feel the breath, inviting in the inhale, releasing through the exhale. Taking some time to roll around in the heel. Some of you may feel that you want to lean forward and exhale into the heel and inhale and ease off. Maybe not. Whatever you need. moving up into the inner arch and listening to your body. So just noticing that each side of our body, the knees could be very different. So can you take time to really listen to what this side of the body, this foot, is asking for? Rolling up through the top part of the foot, checking in with the breath. Some of you may do a forward fold again to massage in between the knuckles. My toes just feel like wrapping around the ball, so I'm just going to stay tall. And just finishing off, rolling through this foot when it feels right for you. And then letting the ball go. Take that time to create that introception of going inside, to notice what has shifted. How do you feel? So as we stay with this connection through the feet, bringing the palms of our hands together in our mudra of gratitude, feeling the thumbs touching the sternum, the area of the upper heart center. Maybe the eyes are opened or closed. Just taking a moment to ask yourself, what am I grateful for right now? What am I grateful for right now? What am I grateful for right now? Allowing the answer to flow through every cell of your body. Sometimes when I ask this question or different questions to my body, there's not an answer. And that's okay too. And we're going to exhale, we're going to release the arms down, let the knees bend. Press and root down through the feet, let the body grow tall. Inhale, scoop the energy up. And then just exhale and shower down through the center line of your body. Knees bend, root down through the feet. Inhale. Exhale down through the center line. And we're going to do that one more time. And exhale. Opening the arms wide. We're going to do eagle arms, so Garudasana. We're going to feel the arms extending out, palms down, knees bend. So we're going to bring a little squat into this. And then we're going to cross the right arm over top of the left. So you might just touch the hands onto the shoulders. Pausing here, opening the back door of the heart, spreading and widening across the collarbones. Some of you may feel the back of the forearms coming up. Some may touch, some may not. Lifting the elbows up. Just feeling the legs just staying in chair pose. Nice squat here. Just focusing a little bit more on the chest, but bringing strength and stability into the legs. 3 more breaths. Feeling the shoulders release down away from the ears. On your exhale, you're going to release the arms down. You're going to stand up nice and tall as you inhale. Sweep the arms up and out. And exhale back to center. Take a few breaths here. And we'll open up the arms again. Inhale, reach out through the fingers. Exhale, bend the knees, let the hips sink back, crossing left arm over right, giving yourself a hug, or allowing the back of the forearms to come up. I'm going to stay in the hug. Just feel all the pads of the toes rooting, especially the toes, all of them, the little pinky as well. Feel how the legs are energizing and creating stability for the torso and the heart. Collarbones wide, reaching to the sides of the room. Deep breath. On your next exhale, release the arms down. Sweep the energy up. Inhale. And exhale to heart. Okay, we're just going to shake it up. Okay, so we're going to come into warrior two. So we're going to widen the feet. So you might be a leg length. You might be 3 or 4 feet apart. We're going to start with our right foot. So we're going to turn our right foot out. Then we're going to take our left heel, either keep the back heel lined up with the back of your mat, or some of you might need to just angle the heel back. That encourages an internal rotation of the back leg. Just check that the pelvis is in neutral, little bend to the knees. Okay, and then as the pelvis stays neutral, just let the front knee bend. Let the knee track over the second and third toe. Feel energy pressing down through the legs into the feet, and the feet reversing that energy and energizing the legs up to the pelvis. Shoulders relax. Softly let the arms float up. Take a moment to gaze back at your back arm, and then bring the head forward. Just going to feel this beautiful opening here. We're going to take an exhale, and we're going to swing this left arm around. Let the body face a little bit forward, and then inhale and draw a line across the front of the arm. Open the shoulders and the chest. Exhale, bring this arm around. Feel the torso, the pelvis shift forward. Inhale, open up. Pelvis opens up, arm opens up. One more time, exhale. Inhale, draw a line through the heart center, opening up the body. And just notice what's shifted from there. We're going to release the left arm down, just to touch the leg. We're going to straighten the right leg. Just before the lock knee, we're going to go into triangles. We're going to inhale, we're going to reach out. Let the pelvis release forward to elongate the side of the body. And then just allow the arm to release down. I like to press the back of my hand into the inside of my shin. You can leave your left arm here. You can put the back of the hand on the back of the sacrum to open the chest a little bit more. You can look down. You can open the chest by leaning the back of the hand into the leg. Some of you may be able to look up, and some of you might even want to reach that left arm up. Just allowing the energy to reach down through your right arm and up through your left arm. Feet pressing down. 2 more breaths here. And then root down through the feet. Inhale, come up. Let's just walk our feet together, heel toe them. Shake out the legs. Take a moment to pause in Tadasana. Breathe. Eyes may lower or close. If you feel a calling, maybe one hand comes to rest on the heart. Maybe the other one decides to come in our mudra of love, Hridaya, connecting to this 4th energy center of love, compassion, and healing. As we release the arms, we're going to do the same flow on the other side. So we're going to once again open our feet, either a leg length or 3 to 4.5 feet. Just notice the left foot turning out, the right foot parallel with the back of your mat or the heel angled back. Take a breath. Check your hips are parallel. Sometimes I find my hips are already tilting, so just come up to level. And then bend the knee. Try to keep the pelvis level and neutral. Knee tracking over the second and third toe, sending energy down through the legs and up from the feet to stabilize the pelvis. Arms become light and float up. Feel the breath. Take a moment to look at both arms. My palms have instinctively want to face towards you, so I'm just allowing that to find some freedom in my chest. But you notice your palms may want to face down or up. Okay, notice that all the pads of the toes are rooting, and then we're going to go into our flow again. So as we exhale, bringing this right arm around. Don't worry if you don't line up palm to palm. Inhale, drawing a line through and opening through the chest. Exhale as you come in, touching the hand. Inhale, opening up. Stay strong through your legs and your feet. Exhale. Inhale. Notice if the pelvis wants to move with the torso to create more ease and space. One last time. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Pausing here for a moment. We're going to release the right arm down. We're going to go into triangle now. So we're going to send energy through our right foot to allow our left leg to straighten. Inhale, reaching out through this left arm. Let the pelvis come with you, and then just let the arm lower. Back of the hand leaning against the leg if that feels okay. Let the chest open. You might feel it feels more comfortable to look down. Straight ahead. Some of you may feel this right arm wants to lift up. Take some breaths here. Okay, we're going to come up, so we're going to root down. Inhale, nice and strong. Exhale. Heel toe the feet back together. Take a moment to pause. Let out a breath, maybe out the mouth, just to cleanse the body, mind, and spirit. We're going to bring in a few shoulder rolls. Inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them back, let the knees bend, let the breath out. Inhale, allow the shoulders to rise up, the body may lengthen. Exhale, let go of the breath. You might feel the breath transitioning in the nose and out the mouth as you exhale. Move at your rhythm, to your flow, to what feels good for you. Couple more. Good, we're going to reverse and go forward now. So we're going to inhale up, forward, and exhale down. Inhaling up, forward, exhale down. Couple more. Just taking a moment, pausing in the beauty of this moment, really being present here through your body, breath, and mind. We're going to bring our hands back into our mudra of gratitude. Exhale, releasing the arms down, knees bend. Inhale, rooting down, bringing energy up. Letting it come down through the body as we exhale. Inhale, receiving prana energy, love. Exhale into the body, down into the earth. Inhale, receiving. Exhale, letting go. One more time. And this time we're going to take it into a forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, allow the pelvis to release back. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Come down halfway if you need. Stay here with hands or forearms. Head, heart, hips, all in one line. You can fold all the way forward if you want. Now we're going to transition down to the floor. So you might feel the hands come down, bend the knees. Some of you might just come down right onto the hands and knees. And that's okay. Some of you may decide that you want to step back into a big downward dog. Walk it out. You can stay here. You can do any variations. Those of you that are on your hands and knees, you might even feel a few more cat-cows. Exhale. Inhale. When you feel ready, just resting back in child's pose. A variation might be to bring the palms of the hands together and lift them up off the mat and place them on the back of the skull. Feeling yourself come up when you're ready. We're going to roll over onto one hip. Swing the legs around. So we're going to do a pose just to release the hips before we come down to the floor. So we're just going to take a moment to align our pelvis. So you're going to bend your knees. You're going to take your right hand, so this is my right thigh, and you're just going to sweep it over, and you might even be able to feel the back of your pelvis where you're just going to lift up just to align the pelvis and then sweep over the back of the left and lift up. So you feel maybe your sit bone come a little bit more to the floor. You might even feel that you want to sit up onto one of your blocks, maybe a pillow. And we're going to allow the knees to bend and feel the soles of the feet come together. So I want the legs to be more in a diamond shape, so let the feet come a little bit far away from the pelvis. Just find something that you can feel comfortable. Let the hands rest just above the knees. Rooting down through the pelvis, elongating up through the spine, out the crown of the head, just looking straight ahead, taking a few breaths. We're going to go into tortoise pose. So we're going to exhale, allowing our pelvis to shift forward. And then when the pelvis hits a stop, just let the spine round and the hands will slide down the legs. You might pause here. Some of you may feel that you're a little bit more flexible and you can release the arms under the legs, palms up, or down, or holding the feet. If you feel at any time that you need to come out of this pose, please do. We're going to hold it for a minute. I want you to breathe into the outside of your hips. Let the back expand and feel how this tortoise pose creates an inward focus to start to bring us down into the cooling part of our class. Inviting in 3 to 4 more breaths. If you had your arms under your legs like me, you might start to rise up and just wiggle them out. Just come out on top. And as you take a deep breath in, rise up with the breath. Good. Allow the hands to touch the outside of the legs and bring them together. And just take a moment to shake it out. Okay, so we're going to lie down now. Just coming down onto our back. Notice how you feel when you touch the floor. You might feel a little movement through the legs of wipering to the left and to the right. Exhaling as you come to each side. Inhaling as you transition through center. And take a moment to just bring the legs in one at a time, either holding the shins or the back of the thighs, and just rock a little bit from left to right. Come back and do a few ankle and wrist circles with the legs in the air and the arms in the air. Go the other direction. Notice how this is shifted from when you started the class. Give a little shake. Take a moment to pause. Just notice how you feel. So you're going to ask your body, how would you like to end your practice? And so you might build your heart bed back up. You might decide that you want to grab a block and maybe support the pelvis in a supported bridge, and I can show that to you. You might feel that maybe you have a wall close to you, and you might want to go close to a wall and turn your legs and put them up the wall into Viparita Karani. If you are wanting to go up into bridge, you want to have your block beside you, the feet hip-width apart. You can root down through the feet, and you can lift up the pelvis and place the block under the pelvis. And just let the shoulder blades gather a little bit so that the heart center lifts. You can rest here. Sometimes people like to extend their legs. Another variation is to draw the legs up and to have your legs in the air here. So just taking a moment to prepare yourself for Shavasana. You might feel that you want to cover yourself up with a blanket. Support the body however you need. If the body is calling for a certain movement or expression, allow that to happen before you rest in Shavasana. If you did choose supported bridge, feel free to come out at any time. If you choose to sit and join me in a seated for this last part of the meditation, then take some time to align your pelvis, sweeping the hand up and over the pelvis. Noticing any support that you need. Allowing your eyes to close or lower. And you're softly noticing the flow of your own breath. To become present in the moment. We notice as we close our eyes, the sense of sight goes from taking in stimulation from the outside world and starts to look internally. This is the start of pratyahara, our sense withdrawal. And as the eyes come in to feel their focus go more internal, you notice the sounds that we're listening to, maybe around in the room or outside. They're here, we're present with them, and we give space for them. And we allow our hearing to hear the sound of our own breath, the sound of our own heartbeat, the sound of our own internal rhythm. Feel ourselves inviting in this more inward focus. Start to just watch the rise and fall of our breath. Focusing in the center of our heart, we might even feel our mudra, Hridaya mudra, either one palm of the hand touching the heart or both. Allowing our focus to be on our breath. Just going to rest together in our meditative practice. About 5 to 7 minutes. Noticing if you're still present with your body and your breath. Coming back to this feeling of love. It is love itself that brings us all together. This human family we are part of, this singular voice that is accumulated of all voices raised together in praise of all creation. This one heartbeat, this one drum, this one immaculate love that puts us here together so that we could learn its primary teaching, that love is the energy of creation, that it takes love to create love, that love is the energy of creation, and that it takes love to create love. Sending gratitude towards yourself for taking this time out of your day to nourish your body, your mind, and your spirit. Remembering that you are already whole and already complete. Slowly bringing your awareness back as you allow your senses to gently extend out. Wiggling the body, removing any support, taking some time to move around, to transition from the floor if you are on your back or up the wall. Moving to one side and then coming up and finding a seated position. Taking time to find that comfortable seat. Just allowing the focus to come back to your breath. That receiving of the inhale and that letting go of the exhale. You might find your hands coming into the mudra of gratitude, Anjali mudra. Or maybe the palms touching one hand and the other hand on the heart in Hridaya mudra. Taking a moment as we connect to our heart center to feel this connection to all beings, to all of nature. Noticing we are part of everything. This place of the heart, this place of love is the doorway to remembering, to feeling this connection. As your eyes take the time to open, to let the light enter if they've been closed. Thank you for taking the time to practice and share this time with me. I would also like to thank the Hatha Yoga Association for helping make these videos happen. May you all have a wonderful day.